Quest presents an unabridged recording of The Couple at Table 6 by Daniel Hurst, narrated by Deirdra Whelan and Harriet Dunlop.
Hannah. They come here every Friday night. How do I know? Because I'm here every Friday night too. Unfortunately, I don't get to sit down like they do. I'm always on my feet, scurrying back and forth between the tables out front and the kitchen in the back, balancing plates on my arm and taking all sorts of abuse from frustrated chefs who always seem to be mad at everybody but themselves for choosing their stressful profession. But they get to relax in this environment, sitting in their seats and sipping red wine, perusing the menu and making their choices, and ultimately filling their bellies with very tasty food. What are their names? I wish I knew. I only have the surname that they make their reservation under, Murphy. At first, I thought that meant they must be from the Emerald Isle. But after passing their table several times and failing to detect an Irish accent as they spoke amongst themselves, I guess not. They both sound as if they're from the north of England, so they must have grown up on this side of the Irish Sea, but sadly, that's about as much as I've been able to discern. I don't know their names because I've never had a chance to ask, and I haven't asked because I've never served them. The tables I get assigned to are on the left-hand side of the restaurant, closest to the hot, steamy kitchen, whilst the couple always sit at table 6, which is on the right-hand side, over by the windows. In summer, they get a great view of the countryside outside, but in winter, they just get the privacy that comes from being on the outskirts of the busy restaurant floor. The Murphys have always sat at table 6, ever since I first noticed them frequenting these premises 6 months ago. That's one part of their routine. The other is that they always come on a Friday night, and one thing is for sure, that means they get to begin their weekend in a more enjoyable manner than I do. Working in hospitality means that the concept of weekends doesn't really apply to me. I'm used to having my time off on Mondays and Tuesdays, those boring, soulless days when everyone else is at work and there's very little for me to do but catch up on my dry cleaning, wander around the deserted town centre and count down the hours to my next shift while watching dreadful television. I don't get to go out and party with my friends when I'm working weekends. I don't get to drink all day on Saturday and sleep all day on Sunday. And I don't get to go out for a romantic meal with my husband on a Friday evening and see the glint from the diamond ring on my left hand in the window by my table. I wonder how long the Murphys have been married. They look to be in their early 40s, so it could have been a while since they said their vows in front of their loved ones. But there's another thing that makes me suspect that the honeymoon period was a long time ago. It's because in all the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?